Imagine cashing out today and staying in the driver's seat, then watching your business just explode to the top. And then you cash out again. That's what private equity does. Not ripping you off, not that bad taste in your mouth and that stank face that you put when you hear about private equity. No, I'm telling you, there are other ways, and there's great private equity firms out there that actually reward you for the hard work that you have put in for all these years and cash you out, and also give you 2, 3, 4 bites of the apple by them actually scaling your business. So that's what we're gonna get into today. I'm gonna actually tell you the real deal behind private equity. Let's get into it right now. In 3, in 2, in 1. All right, guys, this episode, it's about turning your blood, your sweat, your grit, your tears, all that effort that you put into not one, but multiple cash exits while staying on. Sometimes you stay on, or you could get out, but you could stay on and build the empire of your dreams. Trades business owners, especially in roofing, especially in related sectors to roofing, like home services, I'm telling you guys, it is the perfect storm right now. Private equity is just gobbling up a lot of these companies, and it is your opportunity right now to really rocket fuel your company, cash out, and just explode. So before I do that, and before I tell you about that, make sure that you like, make sure that you subscribe. We've got an exit planning cheat sheet. It's basically a very simple thing. Just download it. Really gives you an idea of how to properly exit your company, making sure that you have everything in line. If you watch the videos too, you could see, making sure you have your 4 intangible capitals, your financials clean, all these things. You want to get all this stuff done now, but if you follow the cheat sheet that we've left below for you, download that. It'll really give you a good idea how to really plan your business the way it should. The big idea here that I want you to understand is that private equity is not the villain. Okay, it could actually be your co-pilot. All right, private equity, if you bring them in strategically, can cash you out, scale you up, coach you through, and reward you for building real value in your company. All right, so check this out. Roofing company basically was acquired by a private equity firm. The founder was 14 years in the game. Grind, grit, and growth. Beautiful company, roofing company. I'm not going to mention any names, but was really able to scale. Well, guess what? He got an opportunity. He didn't walk away. He actually leveled up. Sold his business 51% to private equity. He stayed in, doing his normal job, making his normal salary. He cashed out 51% though, which was quite nice. And then guess what happened? 5 years later, that 49% ended up for selling twice of what he was able to cash out for 51%, and was still able to stay on after that. Long story short, he had not 1, not 2, but 3 bites at the apple. And let me tell you, the man is sitting pretty right now. So there's 5 reasons why I think it could be very beneficial for private equity to come in and basically take ownership of your company. All right. Number 1 is liquidity and rollover equity. What's that mean? You get money today and you still keep equity in your company and you ride the upside. You get rich now, but you also get richer later, and you continue doing the same thing that you were doing with honestly less responsibility, and also already understanding the systems, the operations, the culture, and how the business model actually works. They want you to stay on because of the rewarding work that you've already done to that point. So liquidity is number 1, and rollover equity. That means get money today, keep equity, and ride the upside. Because usually private equity, they treat the businesses like an investment. Just talk about like a real estate property, real estate investment. What do? You buy it, and then it creates more equity so that you can sell it for more later. Same exact concept. But if you could stay on that ride, and the private equity firm that comes in is very experienced in this particular industry, they're going to scale your company up so that you can go ahead and sell it again later. It's a beautiful thing. The next thing is an operational acceleration. That's another benefit to it, right? So private equity brings the systems, the dashboards, the leadership, and really the overall scalability and knowledge that you know your business needs, but you haven't had the bandwidth to build that. They've already got everything in place. And normally private equity is really focused in particular industries. So they've done it before. And the investors in those private equity groups have also done it before. So they're bringing in, like I said, systems, dashboard, leadership, knowledge, and all the scalability that you've always wanted. And by the way, money too, to ultimately scale that business to the next level. The next thing is roll-up power. All right, so fragmented markets, like let's say roofing, or I've experienced with pest control, are private equity gold mines, right? The reason is you get merged into bigger platforms with better pricing, more leverage, and faster scale. The roll-up idea is not always either with private equity. Also understand that roll-up power is other companies buying up these companies. So what's happening a lot now, besides private equity, when it comes to roll-ups, is that other roofing companies are buying roofing companies. Pest control companies are buying pest control companies. What's the beauty? They've got systems, they got operations, they know exactly how to do it. Especially pest control companies, there's a lot of recurring revenue. And what they're doing is they're usually just, for example, for pest control, they're actually buying the client base. So now you just went from, say, 1,000 clients, you just bought another company that has 300 clients. You've got 300 additional clients of recurring revenue. It's a beautiful thing. Happens a lot in roofing as well, because in roofing in particular, they've already got the sales team, the sales process, the operations, everything set up, and they just buy another company and they basically use that. They literally double their value in one roll-up. The next benefit to private equity, which I've already discussed, is multiple exits. That's right. You sell a piece today, then you sell a piece tomorrow, and then you could sell a piece later on after that. It's really nice. You just basically ride the valuation range. And the thing is that you're going to sell your company for a particular multiple. If private equity comes in, chances are that multiple is going to get larger. And as a matter of fact, we were sitting here with a roofing business broker the other day, and he literally said, as you generate more and more revenue, your multiple goes higher and higher and higher. So for example, if you're a $10 million roofing company and let's say you sell the business for $10 million, once you become a $20 million roofing company, you're going to get a higher multiple on that 20 million as well. So by having an exit at 10 million and then you have an exit at 20 million for a higher multiple, do the math. You get a lot more money that way. And the last benefit to private equity is honestly flexible structure. So you could stay involved or you could tap out. Like, they give you the opportunity on however it is. Now, if you are an integral part, if it's very owner dependent, obviously you're going to have to stay on, but you can sell a minority of your company or you could sell a majority of your company. It just depends on how the deal structures out. There's a lot of different ways. Any deal can structure out any way. You control how deep you go. So private equity typically gives you options more than most, I think, just because they have the money and they have the power and they have the knowledge and expertise in order to do that. So that's what I feel are like the top 5 benefits. There's also 3 kinds of private equity types that I want you to understand. You've got your growth equity funds, right? So they're basically scaling businesses. They're taking minority stake. They're non-controlling, but they're just massive upside because, again, it's like hiring an amazing business coach. They just want some equity. So that's your growth equity. You've got your buyout, your leverage buyouts. That's going to be a majority purchase. It's often leveraged, and they take a lot of control, but they inject capital right into your business. And honestly, they're expecting big returns, and chances are in 5 or 10 years, they're going to sell it again, but for a lot more money than what they bought it for. And then the last one's your venture capital. This is like typically with early stage tech companies, so it's not really like service-based that we're talking about. It's less relevant for trades unless you've built a software component. That's where your venture capital is going to come in. And usually, like I said, startup techs where they see a lot of potential in it. So that's your 3 types of private equity funds. So let's recap. Private equity lets you cash out without checking out. You stay, you scale, and you win again. They bring capital, they bring systems, they bring strategy. And then roll-ups, it equals exponential valuation growth. Founders win when they partner smart. I cannot tell you the most successful businesses that are out there that are all in the stock market, they're not all held by one person. There's partners, there's groups, there's all kinds of stuff. If you want to go next level and you've built something really nice, that's really the next level that you want to go to. In my opinion, you could just go ahead and sell your business. By all means, I'll be happy to broker the deal. But by selling to private equity and staying on, like that's how you ultimately get super duper rich. So your homework, guys, just know what your cash flow is, know what your EBITDA is. Make sure you can figure that out. If you have any questions, just reach out to me. I'll be happy to help you with that. Just know what your business is worth. Are you at it? What's your industry average? And are you at a 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x, whatever it is the industry average is? Are you at that average? Do you feel? And know who you want to partner up with. Like if that potential opportunity comes in, only advice that I can give you that I've given to some people is you do not partner with people that you don't respect. You do not partner up with people that do not have integrity. That, in my opinion, is probably the most important thing. So if that opportunity is there, sit down, talk with the private equity group, just talk with whoever it is that maybe wants to partner up with you. And you guys should absolutely have some have some similarities and just crystal clear things. Bad people do bad business. Good people do great business. That's really, in my opinion, what it boils down to. So that's it, guys. Just understand that it's happening right now. It's happening in roofing. It's happening in pest control, HVAC. It's happening everywhere. Private equity is all over. We had somebody on Mikey Lucas was on our show. He has a private equity fund that only focuses on power, like solar and oil and gas and all that stuff. That's all his company buys, are those kinds of company. Just stop thinking small, okay? Stop sitting on your business like it's just like some family photo album. Like, this is your investment. 80% of your net worth is in your business. Let's play smart. Let's play big. And also download the exit planning cheat sheet that we've got down there and start thinking like a founder. Like, subscribe, follow, share, all that stuff. Follow me on social media. Every single Wednesday, we've got a new show so I can teach you something that I've learned, that I know through experience, through success, through failures, through whatever it is. But that's all I got, guys. See you next week. Peace out.